Hey VC, Thijs here. Gonna be doing the 45 7-inch vinyl tag. Always loved the format of 7-inch. I have about 300 to 400, I'd say. So yeah, we're listening to Spice's Peculiar. The album is called Quiet Time with Babalu, a local artist from the greater Denver area. Obviously not a 7-inch, but yeah, this is his last effort, I think. Heavy on the percussion, experimental percussion. Great album. Would recommend to check it out on Bandcamp. I might put a link in the description. All right, first prompt. Show a record that was a #1 hit on some chart. I'm gonna be showing Buck Owens. And this is called My Heart Skips a Beat, which was on the country chart for 3 weeks. I got this because of the B-side, which is Together Again, which was covered by Mark Lanegan, and that's why I picked this up. Question number 2. Show a record from when you were a teenager. So this is John Callaghan. I'm Not Comfortable Inside My Mind. This came out in '98. This is the sleeve. This came out on Warp Records. And the actual record is this. Alright, prompt number 3. Show a record by a favorite artist. I don't really have a favorite artist anymore these days. But an artist that I keep bringing up more than I ever intended to on this channel is Pearl Jam. And they kind of got me into vinyl. I explained that in one of my last videos. And this 7-inch came with, when I pre-ordered, I still lived in the Netherlands. I pre-ordered Riot Act on CD in 2001, 2002, and it came with a free 7-inch, which had an album track from Riot Act and the B-side, Bushleaguer, and the B-side is Down. And Bushleaguer is basically about George Bush Jr. and Eddie Vedder's problems with this president. If only he knew how much worse it could get. It's the label, B-side. All right, prompt 4. Show a record from 2025. Okay, so this, I thought I bought quite a few more last year, but I guess I did not. This one that was actually recorded in 1969, the Potato Opera, aka, well, in German it's the Kartoffelopera, and it's by Henning Christensen. Take out the sleeve. So this is archival. This is recorded on a festival in Copenhagen, Denmark. In, like I said, 1969. Let's see what else we got here. There's the recipe for the Potato Opera. Written in English as well as in, I want to say German or Danish. No, German. So that's that, and then show the label. This came out on Holidays Records. So single side, nothing there. All right, next one. Show a record store day, 7-inch. I don't really do record store day, but this one I picked up. I'm not that big a Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, but I like this cover they did of the Ramones, Havana Affair. And the record is stuck. Well, I'm going to show you. This is the sleeve. I'm going to take the record out. Because what's interesting about it is that you have the Red Hot Chili Peppers doing Havana Affair by the Ramones on the Warner Brothers label. And on the B side, you have the Ramones original on the Sire label. So you have two labels on one record. So yeah, there's that. Next one, show a record that is not 45 RPM. Alright, this is a split from 2011 on Yab Yum. And it's Oxbow and Kill Kill Kill. And this is the reason I picked this one, because it plays at 33 RPM. I have quite a few that play at 33, but this one seemed interesting. White and white, label and vinyl. Okay. Show a Northern Soul record. This is prompt 7. Or a record from the soul, R&B, funk, or disco genre. I didn't know really what Northern Soul was, to be honest, but I picked this soul funk song. It's came out on Soul. It is Gladys Knight and the Pips. Daddy Could Swear, I Declare. On the B side, there is For Once in My Life. I don't have a company sleeve, so nothing to show there. Alright, number 8. Show a record from a country that you have never lived in, or at least an artist from a different country. Okay, I went with Christian Wolfarth. He is from Switzerland, and he has his own label called Hidden Bell Records. And he put out a series in the mid-2010s called Acoustic Solo Percussion. A series of 4 records. I'm going to show 4. This is volume 1. This came out on red vinyl, or red orangey. Then volume 2 doesn't have an actual sleeve. It's blue. Volume 3 came out on white, and volume 4 came out on standard black. Okay, and the last, show a bootleg or counterfeit record, or a Beatles record. I don't own any Beatles records, so I went with a bootleg. This is Christian Wolf and Christoph Penderecki. Let me show the sleeve. This came out on a Mexican label called Stomachache Records, a bootleg label. It's just basically a front, back, and then the record itself is this. This came out at least 20 years. It was entered on a Discogs 20 years ago. I don't know how old it really is when it was released, but it's a bootleg label from Mexico, like I said, Stomachache Records. That's my 45, 7 inches, whatever you want to call them. Again, listening to Spice's Peculiar, Quiet Time with Babalu. I'll put a link in Bandcamp, local artist. Very cool, experimental, percussive, synthy sounds. Hope everyone's well, stay safe out there in these crazy times, and see you soon.